Captain America 4 is in development. Here's everything you need to know. While the Falcon and the Winter Soldier took a victory lap last Friday with its epic finale, the inexorable march of Marvel Studios' content machine turned to Sam and Bucky and said,
"Don't you say
you left.
Come on!"
According to The Hollywood Reporter, Sam Wilson will return to the role of Captain America in the newly announced Captain America 4, which is currently in the very early stages of development. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier showrunner Malcolm Spellman will write the script along with series writer Dallin Mousson. While no casting is officially confirmed, it's believed the story will center on Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson in the wake of, spoiler alert for the finale of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, becoming the MCU's Captain America.
I'm sorry, wait, who are you?
Captain America.
While this doesn't rule out the possibility of a second season of The Falcon and Bucky Show, which would technically have to be renamed The Cap and Bucky Show, it does raise major questions about the future of other characters from that series, like Joaquin Torres, Bucky Barnes, John Walker, Sharon Carter, Zemo, the list goes on and on. So many important characters and people we met during the course of this series. Although it inspired fewer wild fan theories per capita than WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier premiered to what Disney Plus said is its biggest series debut audience, according to The Hollywood Reporter. So hopefully some of the characters we met during The Falcon and Bucky Show can return in some form or another during Captain America 4. But as for the character that many Marvel fans have been wondering about since Avengers Endgame, Steve Rogers, well, his fate is still up in the air.
I thought Captain America was on the moon.
No, not like that. Well, maybe. It's unclear. As Deadline reported in January, Chris Evans is allegedly in talks to reprise his role as Steve Rogers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Although, that said, they seemingly made an America's ass of themselves when Marvel Studios head honcho Kevin Feige refuted the rumor to Entertainment Weekly. I rarely answer no to anything anymore because things are always surprising me with what happens, but that rumor, I think, was dispelled rather quickly by the man himself. Feige is, of course, referring to Chris Evans' tweet about the reports, which just simply said, "News to me, shrug emoji." But much like me with a good Mephisto theory, Deadline can't leave well enough alone. Their report about Captain America 4 also included the note the possible Chris Evans project would be separate from Captain America 4. Now we'll just have to wait and see if that project actually comes to pass, and if it does, well, we have a whole video about how Steve Rogers could theoretically return. But in the meantime, let's focus on what's actually happening here, and that is Captain America 4. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier finale sets up a number of intriguing plot threads that will eventually pay off in series like Secret Invasion or Armor Wars thanks to Sharon Carter's new status as the Power Broker, or potentially a Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers setup thanks to characters like Val establishing John Walker as US Agent and Baron Zemo cooling his heels in the raft. But our best clues for what to expect from Captain America 4 come from the comics themselves. Bucky's involvement in Captain America 4 is technically up in the air, but it seems likely we could see more of Joaquin Torres, who we last saw seemingly tinkering with the Falcon wings that Sam gave him, and watching Sam give his big speech to the GRC during the finale. In the comics, Joaquin winds up becoming the second Falcon after undergoing some pretty gnarly experiments at the hands of Dr. Carl Malus, a mad scientist who works alongside the Power Broker. And while Joaquin gets his DNA spliced with Sam's actual Falcon, Red Wing, in the comics, I wouldn't expect to see that on the big screen. Rather, I could see Joaquin trying his best to be Sam's new sidekick now that Sam has been upgraded to Captain America. And considering how Sharon Carter is now infiltrating the US government to continue all her power brokering, and how thoroughly Hydra managed to infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. back in Captain America the Winter Soldier, maybe we could be approaching something like a Secret Empire storyline, wherein Hydra effectively takes over the entire country. Of course, with that said, without Steve Rogers, this might lack the punch of the comics' big reveal, where we learn that Steve had been replaced by this evil alternate reality fascist version of himself. But with that said, we are heading towards the multiverse of madness, so anything is possible.
Things are about to get weird.
Of all these Sam Wilson Captain America storylines, though, the one I feel most confidently could lead to the basis of Captain America 4 is when the hacker Whisperer leaks S.H.I.E.L.D.'s plans to make their own version of the Cosmic Cube, which is basically the equivalent of the Tesseract in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So perhaps S.W.O.R.D. would be the ones responsible in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or another government organization, but it would seem in line with how Sam is acting. He's increasingly going his own way and charting his own path forward as a hero and a symbol in the wake of the uncomfortable truths about things like the Super Soldier Serum program, which came to light during the events of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Besides, if they do pursue that storyline, it could be a natural bridge to explain how they bring back Steve Rogers by setting up Chris Evans to return as a potential antagonist before he returns to the side of the Angels, and then to whatever lunar retirement home he lives in with Peggy Carter. Now, this could also provide a narrative bridge to connect to the events of Loki, which are kicked into high gear when the God of Mischief escapes with the Tesseract in tow during the time heist scene in Avengers Endgame, thereby making a divergent timeline and attracting the notice of the Time Variance Authority. But with all of that said, all we have for the time being is speculation, so it might be best to just go reread the comics to pass the time until we have more actual Captain America 4 news to share with you over on Nerdist. But with that said, in the meantime, folks, tell us, what do you think about this news? What do you want to see from Captain America 4?
Moon stuff.
Let us know in the comments below, and for the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, stay tuned to Nerdist.com.